Today, we have £1 to get supplies for an entire 24 hours.
And with this £1, we'll have to feed ourselves 3 meals.
Oh, it's ruined.
And find our accommodation for the evening.
This has actually gone awfully.
And to make things harder, we're doing it out here.
We're in Wales, and as well as bringing the bare essentials to make sure we're safe, to complete this daunting adventure, we're each allowed to bring 3 special items of our choosing. And fortunately, we started the day full of energy.
I'm already knackered, man. My cardio is out the window. But hey, at least I've got lots of supplies to sustain myself. What also makes it harder is because we have no... Well, I didn't bring my kitchen, did you?
No.
No. So you can't just whip something on to boil as easily. The prep for this has been well thought out. Because we are also hiking, we're gonna be burning calories. So I don't know how that's gonna fare, like whether for £1, we've got enough calorie intake.
Yeah.
So we're allowed 3 items. I'll tell you one I've picked, sleeping bag. What have you picked?
I actually landed on the sleeping bag as well.
We obviously don't have enough money to go and get a hotel room, so we will figure that out. We do have something to work that out.
Right, we've got what, 7 miles ahead of us or something?
Betty Swallocks, mate.
Oh, she's here, is she?
Oh, she's arrived.
As the roads ran out and the peaks appeared behind the trees, Jack made a worrying realisation.
Don't tell me we're going up that.
You know, I don't know. Didn't actually look at what the route entails at all.
We know the distance, but distance is nothing really if you have crazy elevation. So we don't know how hungry we're going to be.
A few miles in and energy dwindling, we stopped for our first meal from our £1 budget.
Right, so we're going to utilise one of my first items. I pull out Gordon Ramsay from my backpack. Camp stove. Did you bring a camp stove?
Can I share?
Well, maybe. I think we resort back to like a cavemen bartering system. Before we venture up that mountain, I'm gonna need some sustenance. We were allowed to get 3 things, but £1 to actually buy stuff is really not a lot of money. The first item I decided for lunch was 29p. That's perfect. And it was a 29p corn on the cob.
Are you shucking right now?
Oh no, look.
Oh no.
Oh no!
Oh no!
Oh my, I'm gonna starve out here now. My cob! Oh, it's ruined!
Half looks okay, but that top half.
I'm gonna have to have the bottom half. That is such a wounder. This isn't gonna supply me enough energy to get up that hill. Not half of it. I'm gonna have to break it in half and just cook the bottom half.
Half a boiled cob for lunch.
Do you have something that I can cut this in half with?
Oh, now I do.
For use of my utensils, a Leatherman. I will allow you 1 use.
No, that's a 3-use trade, that. The great outdoors.
The great outdoors. I can't even put anything down. I had 3 items I was allowed to bring. I'm not gonna bring a plate, am I? That's silly. I did go to McDonald's and get tissues.
They will be essential and they will have many uses.
Now, when you're on a bit of a hike like this, it is important to stay hydrated. And now you can with something that tastes great, thanks to this week's sponsor, Holy.
Recently, the guys at Holy have been sending some of their powder tubs and sachets so we can have our own healthy soft drinks wherever we go.
And while I'm trying to reduce my sugar intake, I'm not only drinking something that tastes nice, but I'm also drinking some water. All you do is pour a scoop or a sachet of powder into your mixer, add water and shake it up. I've been going with the pomegranate Parada. I've recently been going for the pomegranate Parada.
And it's good for the bank account as well, as each 500ml Holy serving works out to be less than 80p, and each tub has 50 servings in it.
To get started, you can try one of Holy's starter sets, which has 14 sachets of 7 of their best-selling flavours to find out what you like. And it also includes a 500ml shaker.
Use code ATG5 for £5 off your first order, and for any order after that, use code ATG for 10% off. Let's get walking.
What have you got then?
I have gone for some spaghetti. This was 28p,
wow,
which is not bad. That will do me all week. The issue with it is, for lunch, I only have spaghetti. I've just got these weak. I have nothing to go with it. I'm just having plain spaghetti.
I might have something for you.
Do you actually?
I might have something.
Do you actually? Is it half a cob?
That is about 15p's worth of cob.
Bon appetit, Jack.
Bon app. Is it a good cob?
Yeah.
That is quite the view.
Is it?
Yeah. Come to Italia.
Italy, eat your heart out. I thought ahead with this for a fork. I went to KFC and I got a free one. So there you go.
Right, what else you got?
Your flavour as well.
I need some flavour. Come on, I've just got spaghetti.
So when I was in McDonald's getting napkins, I got this barbecue sauce. So you can have that.
Oh my. I mean, that has just elevated that meal. Barbecue spaghetti. This has gone from a 0 to a 10.
That's gone from a 0 to a -2. Think of all those calories. That's all sugar as well, man. That's going to see you up that hill.
Yeah, that's true, yeah.
This is just meal 1 as well, and we're at this point. This is when we have most of our supplies.
Stay tuned, folks, because things don't get better from here.
How's your McDonald's spaghetti?
It's not awful.
Is it
It's
not?
not awful. Yes, there is no protein in here, but there is carbs.
Oh, you're carb loading. You're carb loading
Yeah, exactly.
for the
I'm
mission.
carb loading for that.
Do you want to forget about that and then we'll pack up and then head to where we're heading? Well, that was completely disappointing. I could have really done with all of it as well because now I gotta get up this hill.
This was not on the plan, genuinely.
And you're sure we need to get over this to the point where we're going to be staying?
Yeah.
All right, onwards.
After the peak sapped what little energy we had left, we reached the top. But surprisingly, we were still in good spirits.
This has gone from £1 challenge to accidentally finding one of the best walks I've ever been on.
It really is quite something.
It's beautiful round here.
But where we are is only 3.5, 4 hours from London.
But obviously we don't have any money left for accommodation. And you're probably wondering, where the hell are you going to spend the night? Because you've only got bags. And as far as I can tell, you're in the middle of butt nowhere. Well, we're not far away. Just got to hope that it's empty.
Also, we've made a purchase, and it's a pretty important purchase. We've got a satellite communicator, which puts me a bit more at ease when we do this kind of stuff.
If you find yourself in the middle of nowhere quite often, I think it's probably a key thing to have. Hopefully, we never have to use it.
Yeah, yeah.
But right now, I've got no phone signal. Ethan's got no phone signal. We only have £1 worth of supplies each. And getting back to the car, if you fall and twist your ankle or something,
Yeah,
it's going to be
exactly.
an absolute mission. Look at that, Ethan, look. A free mushroom.
Don't kick it.
Why?
We can eat that.
You're joking? How about there's another one there? That one looks completely different. Let's try one each. Shout out to all the cavemen that tested all the original mushrooms.
We had now reached the end of the day's hike and caught our first glimpse of the place we were staying, or where we were hopefully staying.
That's all right. Is it a small one? Yeah, okay. It's absolutely fine. We'll take us over. Thank you.
And where we hoped to be staying was here, a bothy, which was unfortunately already full. But the occupants, Ollie and Martha, kindly showed us in for a tour where there was a burning log fire and also another floor. And now we had to work out a new game plan.
So we've got a bit of an issue.
We got a big problemo.
This is unprecedented for us. This has actually gone awfully.
Basically, bothies are like, they're structures, they're buildings, they're little houses, and you can use them for free. You can sign up to the Bothy Association for £25 a year as well. That helps them out, but they're essentially kept, it's sort of keep it nice, turn up,
Yeah.
and you can stay there the night, completely for free. But unfortunately, because they are for free, anyone can just turn up. It's not like you get to reserve a booking. So there's a couple in there at the minute. They're lovely, they're really nice.
Yeah.
They actually gave us some flapjacks. as well,
That's huge.
that's huge, that's
Yeah,
massive
yeah,
for us,
yeah.
considering we have absolutely nothing. We were planning to stay in that bothy, so what now?
The walk back's 3-4 hours, but it's in the dark, and there's that massive hill we climbed, which is over the edge. I don't think that's a
I
good
think
idea.
walking back is probably a dangerous idea.
Do you know, we're not the first people that have knocked on the door as
No,
well.
yeah. Wonder where they went.
We're limited on options. The guy Ollie said, if you're gonna want to sleep outside, you could stargaze over there because it's quite nice.
The thing is, we have to make a choice because it's going to be dark relatively soon.
The sleeping bags we've got are good. That's the only
they are
thing.
really good sleeping bags. Should we check out over there, see if we can find somewhere out the wind?
With our plans well and truly out the window, we headed across the valley in search of some cover to bed down for the night.
This is what we found.
This is nice. I guess when they get booted out of the bothy, they come up here out the wind, because there's so much evidence of people camping here.
Because you're so far from anything, you have no choice but to.
Which is exactly what's happened to us.
Quite sheltered up here.
As long as it doesn't rain.
Don't have any firewood either. It's getting dark.
And pickings are pretty slim round here.
Loads of sheep shit on the floor.
Yeah, well, we're going to be rolling in that. First, I'm going to eat that flapjack that they gave us. Where's that?
You're going early with that?
Yeah, I'm going early with that. I'm starving.
Do you know what the worst thing about this is? The fact that we could see it.
What, the bottom?
The bottom. It's like looking into a party that you're not invited to.
I know.
They're in there like, ha ha ha.
They're all having a brilliant time. It's really warm in there.
I'll throw another log on it.
Yeah.
It doesn't need it.
We've got loads of wood. Speaking of which, everything around here is either green, growing, or wet. But we do need to sort dinner. Luckily, we've got the gas stove. And I'm ready to put on my next item. That hasn't been back there the whole time. So far I've had a corn on the cob and a potato.
And a flapjack.
For £1. Well, the flapjack I didn't buy. That was a pity flapjack.
We've got enough supplies and stuff that will be fine. It will be chilly, but...
I don't even think it'll be chilly. I mean, I have been raw dogging Mother Nature so hard recently. Lots of the time I've had no bag on.
Oh yeah, you hammocked it. It was warmer then.
What's a couple of degrees between friends? I do have something to go with the potato though. You ready for this?
Yeah.
Spaghetti loops in tomato sauce.
Not hoops.
Not hoops, loops. There was copyright infringement on hoops. 19 pence.
That's very good. Would you say you're going to boil all the mash them, stick them in a stew?
Taters, precious. What's taters?
Quick question.
Yeah.
How are you going to open the loops?
Oh yeah. I just assumed these would be ring pull and they're not. No, do you know what? I'll just throw them on the fire. Eventually they'll open themselves. Now I need to figure out a way of getting into this bastard.
You can lob it off the cliff.
And then what? Collect all the loops up? Like some sort of mad Sonic the Hedgehog. Oh, there's people coming up here.
Oh, there's people coming.
As it turned out, the people were our new neighbours, Ollie and Martha.
They didn't realise we were up there either.
Yeah, they thought we'd gone home, which was probably the sensible decision to make.
But they are really nice people and they've offered some bread, that's just huge for the programme.
But in order for Ethan to get the free bread, it would mean him crossing back over the stream, which was no easy task.
Oh, that's wobbly. Oh no! Oh, it's gone from bad to worse.
You got a wet sock?
Left foot is wet. Yeah, it is, yeah. How are your tates?
Soft and delectable.
Where do we go from here?
Another special item I brought with me. Tin foil.
You've got a cooked potato at least.
I've got a cooked potato. I'm not going to go to bed hungry. Now, as soon as I figure out how to I get into my spaghetti loops, we're going to be laughing. Right, let's have them wrapped up on the off chance I can actually do something with them. What's on the menu tonight, chef?
Wow. I've got...
Spaghetti again!
I thought I'd have spaghetti 2 ways.
You enjoyed it so much the first time round that you were like, I just want more spaghetti.
But I don't have barbecue sauce this time. I've upped the ante. Ketchup, aka tomato puree, for free from Burger King when I stopped at the services earlier. Add some spaghetti bolognese seasoning mix. That might give it a certain...
As the French say, I don't know what.
We're going to have a little spaghetti bolognese of sorts.
With Ethan on his new all-spaghetti diet, I prepared to force my way into my own tin of spaghetti.
I tell you, not bringing a tin opener is the most tragic thing that's ever happened. Or is it good content? Well, we'll have to be the judge of that right now.
That sounded like a breakthrough.
I'm actually making some sort of weapon by the looks of it. See this in the bloody Chronicles of Riddick.
Oh, I'm bubbling. My spaghettis.
Oh no.
Oh no.
Bloody hell, look at the mess we're in, Ethan. I got my weaponised loops. Got the most of the El Dante spaghetti you've ever seen in your life. A pocket full of boiled potatoes. Ethan, we're falling apart here. This is an actual shambles. So what's the trick with this, Ethan?
To cook with love.
Is that why your pasta's hard? You're like some sort of spaghetti goblin. Okay, just to really dry it
Oh,
out.
that's too much. That's way too much.
That's the dustiest bolognese in a ferment I've ever
It
seen.
does smell like bolognese.
I've got to see you try this, Ethan. Is it as good as the spaghetti you had at lunch?
I'm actually quite impressed with it. Genuinely, I'm not even shitting you. I'm not even shitting you.
I'm going to finish my dinner if that's all right. Bit of potato, I got salt and pepper from McDonald's for these. Couldn't buy pepper, too expensive.
Would you like a starter?
You've got a starter.
Thank you to the guys for that.
Do you know what makes this challenge hard?
The budget.
Only having £1. Doing it with a hike makes it really hard. I think I'm actually going to be stuffed though if I eat all of this. I think, unless there's any pubs nearby, which I doubt it, I think we eat this. Hit the hay.
Yeah, sounds good. That was up there with one of the worst night's sleep I've had, I reckon.
Mine was a tale of two halves. I think the first 3 hours I did really easily, really comfortably. And then there was one point where I woke up and I was in such agony, I was convinced I was doing irreparable damage to myself. Like, I feel like I've done something to my hips which will never be fixed. I'll tell you what though, I'm not hungry. How about you? Did your spag bowl dust carry you through? Your dusted spaghetti?
Check the description below, guys, for the recipes for everything we've had.
Yeah, it's mostly spaghetti and dust. My breakfast though is going to be a winner. Do you want to get on the road and have breakfast in a little
I
while?
was literally going to suggest the same thing. I wish one of our base items was just like a hip flask. That would have just sent me.
I wish one of our base items was a hotel room.
After a rocky night's sleep, we said goodbye to our camp and headed into the cold, wet mist to slowly make our way down off the peak. And we now had to find somewhere to cook breakfast and the last meal from the remainder of our £1 budget.
All these chocolate chipsy.
You hungry?
You're not collecting these chocolate chips up? Some of them look like chocolate coated raisins.
I need to unlock my third special item.
What's that?
But could I have some McDonald's nachos, please?
I'm actually all out.
Well, this is a disaster.
What are we talking about? You have to have eaten something to do a poo. You just do one big long spaghetti anyway.
Right then, Jamie, what have we got for breakfast?
Jamie Hopper.
Yeah, 28p remaining.
And for arguably the most important meal of the day, if you listen to cereal companies. I came under budget. My entire spend was 97p.
Oh, I'm so jealous of that.
Really?
I'm so jealous.
Do you like rice pudding?
I love rice pudding.
I've never really sessioned rice
I
pudding.
absolutely love rice pudding.
Just to sweeten the deal a little bit, McCaff sugars for free, and then I've got an apple. So this apple I picked completely free, that counts, right? This is going to be my best meal. Get out of here, man. That's made up for every evil on this trip. I'm very excited to see what you've got for breakfast. Don't say spaghetti. No, you're not having spaghetti for breakfast
Yeah.
again. No, you're not.
Yeah.
No, you're not.
A tub of natural yoghurt, which costs 35p, to bring my total to 99p. Do you know what, actually? I forgot about this until this morning. Kept hold of my flapjack. That is... Maybe I will swap spaghetti for that.
That is a lot of yoghurt
Yeah.
for 35p. You don't have any utensils.
No,
What happened to the fork I gave you?
it's done.
It's gone.
Bit of spaghetti dust, finished it.
You're drinking it like a pint. We had a miserable time with this, mostly of our own doing. But I do like to think that we've proved it can be done.
Yeah.
Not an awful lot of variety, and I'm sure our calorie intake is actually far less than what we've actually done on this hike.
Thank you to all of you who suggested the bothy.
Yeah, unfortunately we get to do it this time, but we will do it next time. I hope you've enjoyed this challenge. You can click here to subscribe. More videos down there.
Right, we've still got a few miles back to the car. Let's go.
I'm just going to leave all my stuff.